What's up everyone? My name is Shaelyn and on this channel everything's alright. In today's video of how to hemiplegia, I'm going to be showing you kind of an important topic actually, because it's really important for stroke survivors or anybody with paralysis. Obviously this is catered specifically toward people who have hemiplegia, but it is really important for people like even with spinal cord injuries. Quadriplegia or paraplegia is really crucial to figure out how you're going to get up and down from the ground. This is in case of a fall. It's just really important to be self-sufficient and be able to independently help yourself if need be, because I think I've said this on this channel before, but when I was an inpatient in the hospital, there were countless times where I was in my hospital room and I tried to go to the bathroom by myself because my nurses would not come to help me get to the bathroom safely, no matter how many times I rang the call bell, specifically in the middle of the night. But one specific instance, which is why I ended up asking my physiotherapist to show me how to get up from the ground in the middle of the day, and it was a really bad fall I had in the bathroom because I tried to go alone because nobody was coming to help me get there. So yeah, if you weren't taught this by your physiotherapist, which you should have been if you were in the hospital, then that's what I'm here for. I'm here to show you how to do it, or how I learned to do it anyway. And honestly, I've said this before, but it's been just over 7 years since my stroke, so I've had 7 years to perfect this to my own abilities. So I do this pretty like second naturally, if that's even a word. I don't even think about it, I just do it. So yeah, hopefully you guys can get some tips from this video, and I hope that I can help somebody prevent injury or not being able to be independent, because it does really suck having to rely on others, in my opinion anyway, because I was super independent before my stroke, so it was like priority to learn how to be independent after my stroke. Keep following me and subscribing to me if you want to learn all of my tricks. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna do a few different things. Number one, getting to the floor to a seated position. Being one-handed and having limitations with your one leg, you have to kind of think of yourself as like a tripod. That's how I do it anyway. So the first thing that I always do is, first of all, don't do this if you are still in pretty weak condition. I've had years and years of dance training, so my core is really good. I have great balance on my one leg at least. But yeah, that really helps me out. So please do not try this if you don't feel like you're stable or like you are an easy fall risk. Please make sure that you are decently in good shape and you can balance pretty well. But the first thing I always do is I bend down to the ground and I support myself like a tripod, standing up, bent down with my 2 feet and my arm reached out in front of me. So from there, because I'm so used to doing this, I'll just swing my butt to the ground with my hand kind of next to me and then situate my legs afterward that way. Okay, well first, if you want to get into tabletop, what you're gonna wanna do is, instead of going down to your butt from a standing position, bend down, support yourself like a tripod, and then I usually put my affected knee down first because it's just easier to control that way. So I kind of try and push my affected leg back and get my knee on the floor, and then supporting myself with my knee and my hand, kind of quickly put my able knee down, and then you're in a kneeling position. I'll get into standing up after this, but I want to finish going over getting to the floor. So another one I could demonstrate is getting down to a laying position. So again, I can do this pretty quickly. I pretty much just put my hand down and then kind of lay back. It's hard to explain, but Basically, you would want to go down to your tripod position, get down to your butt, and then just lay back. I guess that's pretty self-explanatory, but I don't know. Okay, let's talk about getting up from the floor, which is the big one that I wanted my physiotherapist to talk about with me, because that's the hard one. What you're gonna wanna do is, from a seated position on your butt with your feet out in front of you, you're gonna wanna tuck your able leg in, and then you're gonna wanna cross your affected leg over your able leg in a bent position with the foot secure on the ground. And from there, you're gonna put your working hand on the ground and push yourself up. Kind of like you're starting to run a race type thing. You're just gonna push yourself up and you're standing. I do recommend, however, if you're first starting out doing this, get a chair next to you. It's going to save you from really hurting yourself or falling, or it's just really good to have that extra stable surface so that you can find your center and just balance better, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. If it's easier to get up this way, put the chair next to you before you go down to the ground, or get somebody to bring one, or do this next to like a little table, I don't know, or like a stool, and instead of pushing up from the ground, push up from the higher surface, and it'll help you get up. I want to cut in and I want to say, get a stable table, coffee table, stool, chair. Don't get one that swivels like this, because you can really hurt yourself. I actually had a bad fall a couple days ago and I really hurt my shoulder and I think I hit my head too, so please get something that doesn't swivel. Just wanted to cut in and say that. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers how you get up and down from the ground, seated position, laying position, kneeling position, and then getting up. I guess for entertainment purposes, I will show you a couple rounds of how I get to the floor really quickly because I'm like just adapted to that now, and that's just like easy for me. So I'll do a couple pass-throughs of me just getting to the floor easily. I forgot to mention how to get up from a kneeling position, so it is a little bit different. You can go right to the tabletop position and then step with your affected leg, and then get up with your able leg. Like I said before, please make sure you use my tips with caution. Really know your abilities and know your body first before attempting any of this. If anything, bring this idea up to your physiotherapist if you have one, or even like your personal trainer at the gym. They'll probably be able to help you. And work through it with them so that you have a professional with you to correct your mistakes, give you a better alternative or a better way of doing it that suits your personal disability, because like I've said before, every disability is different. So different things are gonna cater to your needs. But yeah, that's how I do it. Please, 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 I can't stress this enough. Please be safe doing this. And like I said, if you have the luxury of having a professional to bounce this idea off of and to show you and walk you through it, practice it with them so that you're better doing it on your own. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Follow me on all my socials linked in the description down below. And I will see you next week for another new video. Okay, bye!